In June 2005, in Abuja, Nigeria, 6 young people were killed, all because one of them refused the advances of a senior police officer. This is one of Nigeria's most shocking cases of injustice. It all began with a nightclub incident. 6 traders, regular young people trying to make a living, were out in the city of Abuja. Among them was a young woman. At the nightclub, a senior police officer reportedly tried to hit on her, and she said no. And that small no was what killed all 6 of them. The officer left the club but didn't stop there. He went to a nearby police checkpoint at Gambia Street and told the officers on duty that there were armed robbers around. When the 6 traders drove past the checkpoint, the police opened fire, but were killed immediately. The remaining 2, including the woman, were killed the next day. The woman was reportedly strangled by the officer himself, according to inquiry reports and testimonies. After the killings, the police tried to cover it up. They planted weapons in the victim's car. They took photos to make it look like a shootout. They buried the bodies in shallow graves, and it did not stop there. Worse things happened. Officers and witnesses who wanted to speak up were threatened, silenced, or even killed. Some who had already spoken were poisoned before they could talk again. Others simply disappeared. The message was clear: no one was allowed to tell the truth. It was only after investigations that the truth came out. The victims were completely innocent. The claims of a shootout were lies. When the facts were made public, Nigerians were left in disbelief. Some junior officers were eventually tried in court. They admitted to taking part in the killings, saying they were following orders from their senior officer. Based on their confessions and the evidence against them, the court found them guilty and sentenced them to death. But the senior officer, the one who allegedly ordered and supervised the murders, was never convicted. Court records said there was insufficient evidence directly linking him to giving the orders. Many witnesses who could have testified against him had been silenced, threatened, or had disappeared, making it impossible to prove his involvement. And then came the most shocking part. He was reinstated, allowed back into the police force with all his previous benefits and salary. Later, he was even promoted. This was a clear example of how power can protect the guilty and silence the truth. The Apo Six killing became one of Nigeria's most infamous cases of police brutality. It showed corruption, impunity, and how fragile justice can be. Even today, the story is remembered as a warning. 6 innocent lives were taken, witnesses were silenced, and those in power walked free. It makes you ask, when the people in charge turn against the people, who will fight for justice?
If you want to hear more shocking and true crime stories from Nigeria and beyond, stay tuned and subscribe for more.